Oh, Bob, I want to I want to first of all reference the note that you put on this calendar invite, which was wear two pairs of socks because I'm going to blow one of them off.
That's right. We're gonna knock some socks off today. Yeah, like Chester Cheetah says, it ain't easy being cheesy. But, yeah, we're gonna
That's
have
good.
some fun. So the genesis of me reaching out to you was obviously you've got an event going on today. You've
Hmm.
got Gnome, somebody that's respected in the industry, talking, and you posted something about how adding AI will help enhance the customer experience, right?
Mm.
And chatbots. And that was kind of the genesis. And I don't know if I'm framing all that up
There was
the
there was two
bat.
there was two things.
Yeah.
One was what is the future of customer experience going
Yep.
to be? Um, Trends would have us posit that it is going to be driven by AI, and so in that light, what does the future of customer experience look like if these conversations become more and more automated? And then the second thing was what happens or what will happen or what could happen to the staff that currently handle those phone calls, respond to those emails, respond to those messages, and how can businesses kind of like ready themselves and prepare and understand what's happening so they can best kind of respond to it. That's the aim of the conversation from Noam. And you had a very good, well thought through response, and you kind of have a slightly different take on it. So I'd be interested in if you could explain to people what that take is.
Yeah, and I don't want to diminish what Gnome and others think, and that AI will absolutely be part of customer service. It's a tool, and it helps people accomplish their goals. But fundamentally, I believe the world of customer service and customer satisfaction is broken. I mean, guys, when you need something, when you want something, do you want to be put on hold? Do you want to fill out a form? Do you want to listen to menu options that have changed? Do you want to bounce between different uh, operators or agents that you have to explain your story to? No, you want to talk to the right person right now. This is the right now economy. And everybody prizes their time ahead of everything else.
Isn't
That's
that where
nobody likes waiting, right?
isn't
The
that where the
problem
AI
is,
will help though?
no, AI is just adding friction, right? And that's the problem, that businesses and brands are constantly putting obstacles and these poorly executed systems in the way of the customers getting the service, the experience, and the satisfaction they desire. Look, I don't want to wait. I want to talk to someone right now to solve my problem. That's how we all feel.
Mhm.
And I believe that businesses and brands should put the customer experience and their needs ahead of everything else and do everything they can to create a premium, frictionless, focused customer experience that delivers that true satisfaction. So,
Okay.
how I've figured out to do this is through this patented technology that I've been working on in secret for the past 6 months, and it's called Click to Human.
Okay.
Let's think about that for a second, guys. Click to human. That's what we all want. I don't want to talk to a chatbot because it's just going to add friction. It's going to delay me. It might, and it's not designed really for me. It might be some marketer or operations person, but how many times do you just want to hit like zero operator, talk to person, right? Like I get the need for having self-service and using these tools to provide that information and
Mhm.
easier. But at the end of the day, man, you've only got one shot with your prospect. Your brand is dependent on your customer support experience. How many times have we all had to call up the cable company, the phone company, the electric company, and wait and get jacked around, calling different 800 numbers or hours, right? Like, oh my gosh, why isn't there a way that I could just call the right phone number and it automatically routes me to the right person in the business to help me? Let me show you how this
Mhm.
works, because this is the tech that we've built and that have been working on for months now. Do me a favor and
Yeah,
allow me to share my
I've
screen.
just enabled it there. Yeah.
Super. Okay. So, and forgive all my browser tabs, but this is how it works. Okay, we've all seen a chatbot widget on websites.
Hmm.
Ours is different. When you open it up, it allows you, the website visitor, to select the channel of your choice in order to connect with the right people in the business. And that's what our patent is around, is routing to the right agents that you've pre-configured. And we've got telephone, text message, web chat, email, and even video calls all available. So as a sales guy, imagine your prospect coming in, opening up a web chat with you, maybe giving their name and phone number so they can carry this web chat to a text message. Meanwhile, the business is grabbing this information, right? And what's valuable is the ability to connect with the right people, right? So let me show you how else this works, because our technology isn't just limited to a website. Imagine you have a support PDF. This is our white paper on our website, right? It's a standard PDF. But what most people don't know is that within PDFs, you can add images and add links. So imagine adding a button with a call to action. And this is important for B2B sales right now, because most people only reach out when they're ready to buy, right? Like they've already done their homework. They've talked to their friends, like, I want to get a price. Now I'm going to reach out to you. Okay. So from a support perspective, imagine having your printer and it's broken, and this is the support manual, right? Like, I want to talk to someone about my broken stuff. I click a button, it opens a web browser phone call, or I could have opened up a web chat. Let me show you, and I'll show you how it works on the back end. So if I open up this web chat, I can start typing messages to an agent right now. I don't know why that popped up, but let me show you. Here's the back end of this thing. And this is the genius. This is why I built my voice tech into this, because on the left-hand side here, these are all of my different customer interactions that came in on all the different channels, right? This was the phone call through a web browser that I made on a click to human team signal. I'll explain that in a minute. But it basically, here's all my different customer inbounds on all my different channels. And for example, I have a web chat here with my guy, Chris. This is the value for sales and support. This chat is the entire customer journey. It ended on December 7th after Chris had already become a customer. But throughout this process, I opened up tickets. Chris talked to me and another agent over web chat, over a video chat. And his journey started on October 1st when he came in. And what's great is this technology tells your agents about these inbounds and where they're coming from. So for example, here's his last chat. He came in on the widget on our website. If he would have come in from this PDF that I had, it would have told me it came from page 2 on this specific ebook. Now, how we do this is through this magical technology we call Signals, that basically allows you to spin up a call center in less than 60 seconds, because we build in phone, text message, email, web chat, all that stuff. Let me show you the signal that is on my website. Now, all these other signals, right? This is the one right here. Let me scroll down. This was the PDF on our website. This was the signal that was in a press release. It allows me to segregate all my different inbounds and get metrics around them. But what we do here is I have a short little page. You know how people have like a tiny URL or like a link tree? Well, we give our customers that, and it gives you all the different signals to make available. So this is what I have in my Clubhouse and other social media bios. I'm like, hey, you want to talk to me? Just ping me. Go to ping.me/Bob. Okay? And you can connect with me. This service gives you the phone numbers for text messaging, email, web chat, all that stuff. But it allows you to also build in your calendar URL to schedule meetings, your Google Analytics to track it, because this is a signal that you use in a campaign, right? I want to measure how many people are trying to connect with me on LinkedIn, or how's the ROI on that one piece of content marketing, that PDF that I did. You can stylize the colors. You can require different pieces of info like phone numbers or names and emails. This thing even has reviews built in. So the people that chat with you as an agent, I can send them a review. Give me a 3, 4, 5-star review. And then if they give me a 5-star, I can send them a link to the App Store to leave like a real review. But here's the coolest part. Let me skip over here. Oh, I want to also show you, here's how the patented part of the tech. Here's all my sales agents and marketing people in the company. These are the 4 that I want to respond when somebody is talking on the website. And they would get a text message or a phone call if someone was trying to inbound and talk to them, right? So the great thing is giving the customer the control. It's all about their experience, right? So giving them the channel of their choice. Some people want to call, some people want to text, some people want to chat online, and then that customer will channel surf, right? Because how many times do you call someone 2 weeks later, you hit them on the web chat, then you text them, and you have to have that entire journey in one spot so that you can provide the best support to your customer and know what they did in the past. Obviously, if it's after hours, you can only make certain channels available, like, hey, we're closed, just email us. But here's the neat part, right? I can procure phone numbers. So we'll get your phone number that somebody can call or text. That's how we're kind of like a middleman, right? An engagement layer. So we can give you metrics. Imagine having a billboard with an 800 number on it, not your usual 800 number, the 800 number that you get through this service. So you can measure the ROI of that billboard because you can tell exactly how many people called in, what they did, how many converted from prospects to closed sales, right? And the same concept applies with anything, right? So here's an example of, I can't show that one, but I can show this one. Here's an example of how you can easily build these signals into your PDFs. Use Adobe Acrobat, add an image, add the link, right? But here's what I wanted to show you on the last page of this. Actually, no, I'm gonna go on this one. I want to show you the details. Here's all the links, right? If I wanted to add a button in my PDF that said call, all I do is copy this link. It's a deep link that if you click it, it's going to bring up a call, right? This is the link to open up a web chat, video, etc. So you simply copy these links, and then you can do things like put them in your email signatures. Let me show you this real quick. So here's what my email signature looks like. Call, text, chat, video, meet, LinkedIn. These are all those deep links to my signals. Now, I'm not going to dive in on to show you how it worked in the concept, but this is like the craziest tech of, here's the nugget. How I got interested in this is because my customers at VoiceXP that we built Alexa skills for, the marketers, said, yeah, voice is just another channel. It's part of omni-channel. I don't want it to be just this thing hanging out there and it's tough to integrate with and get metrics around. I want a holistic view. When somebody says, send me a case study or a white paper or a coupon, and I get their phone number, I want that phone number to appear in where all of my omni-channel interactions are. I want it zapped into my CRM like Salesforce, HubSpot, or Marketo. When a customer types in on chat, I want it to light up my sales guy using Microsoft Teams, and I want all the info on the back end to be put into the CRM so we can provide the best customer experience possible, right? So that's kind of how I got involved with this and building Alexa into an omni-channel solution. And even though Alexa is voice, click to human is applicable across almost everything we do on a day-to-day. I'm going to show you one more thing, sneak preview for you, Kane. This is how we should think about things. This looks really big. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So here's how you need to think about this. Why is this so? My Zoom like messed something up and it looks really big. There we go. No. Here's what a conversational ad looks like. This is the future of LinkedIn and Facebook ads. Imagine you're looking at a sponsored ad. This is for an upcoming event. You click the button and to learn about the marketing track. Hey, it looks cool. You want to talk to somebody. Again, it's the right now economy. It's impulse driven. It's instant gratification. When you click that talk with us, contact us button, you're presented with the different channels that are available through our software. You click text, it opens up your native iPhone or Android text, sends that text message to the phone number that's part of our ping signal, and that person who saw the ad in 3 clicks is having a conversation with the right person in the business who knew where they came from and can have a hyper relevant, contextual human conversation. That's what it's all about. It's speed wins deals, talking to a real person who's compassionate and empathetic and energetic is what wins and provides the best customer experience possible. So the way that we should be thinking about things like this, guys, this is how we do it, is because everything is now a click away to talk to a human, the right human. So anywhere you can put a button or a link, right? Your ebooks, your ads, your contact us, your email signatures, your social media posts. I'm working with some of the biggest tech companies in the world right now who want to use this tech at the end of their webinars. Because at the end of the webinar, if you're interested, you want to talk to somebody. You don't want to fill out a form and end up in the system and get an email back 2 days later. Like, it's in the moment, you know? So anywhere you can put that talk to somebody, click to human link, whether it's a chatbot widget or a button somewhere, that's what I believe is the future of customer support. Because again, I'll close it off, and I want to hear what you think. People just want to talk to another person. Like, they don't want friction. They don't want to add delay. Those are good tools. But when I'm ready, I want to talk to another human. I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. I think it's I think there's a lot of interesting things in there, and certainly a lot of interesting tactics around deploying these links and getting people, phone calls within the browser and all that kind of stuff. History of all of your conversations that you've had. I think it's good. I've got a couple of questions. What's the difference between Ping Pilot and Scorch?
Oh, great question. So
Or
Scorch
Signal rather. Scorch, Signal, Ping Pilot. What's all this?
So, well, these are all the different signals, right? I create a different signal. Like, this is my CEO's personal signal that he puts in his email signature.
Okay. So Ping Pilot is the brand name. The Signal is the name of the individual widgets that you build.
Yes, exactly. Think of it like if you were doing a campaign, you're going to create a different signal for each campaign so you can tell where people came from and measure that campaign. So notice on the left here, this was a click. This came in on a browser call on the click to human team signal. This was on the TMAX signal. This was on the Ping Pilot signal. So at the end of the month, I can do reporting to see how many people came in on those. And because that signal is only built into my one PDF that I sent out to people, I can now measure the engagement and even the ROI of that one PDF, because I can look to see, this is how many people talked to us. This is how many people converted to a closed deal,
That's cool.
But the genesis of this was Scorch Agency is a premier content marketing agency here in the States. Our biggest customers are Microsoft and LinkedIn. We do a lot of work for the Microsoft US CMO office, creating ebooks, infographics, customer stories, customer journeys, paid social media posts, like the whole gambit, right? Like, some of the biggest tech companies outsource the content and creative and strategy to us. And my CEO, Chris, who's been doing this for 15 years, like, he saw the problem of being able to measure the ROI in the content. Like, and content's a $300 billion industry each year. And people can't measure the ROI on that $100,000 PDF that they had some fancy firm create. But with this technology, they could. And where we are finding the most traction is like in the customer support, more than the marketing and sales side, because people just want to talk to a human. And here's the one thing I forgot to mention. We have an integration with Grs Service Desk. This is what it looks like. We use it. So if you were to go, I'm showing you our help website, but instead of filling out a form, you can simply click the button to talk to a human. And imagine I open up a web chat, I start talking to the agent. That agent can open up a ticket in Grs Service Desk automatically through our software and select the specific chat transcript. Oh, here, I'll show you. So here, I've got my conversation up with Chris. I click on request. I'm already integrated into my Jira. So I just choose the different, help desk ticket category. And then I can choose the right information to include in that new ticket, right? Totally relevant, routed to the right team. So again, it's that customer super happy. He went to my help desk site and didn't fill out a form. He just talked to somebody. We got the dude on the way, and I was able to open up my ticket, standard process, route it to the right place, and next.
So the other question is then, you mentioned midway through the demo, you said around the Voice XP product and the technology that was behind the Voice XP product. And I don't know, I can't remember exactly what you said, but you referenced it potentially being involved in here. So
Yep.
Explain that. How is there voice technology within this? Like what's the deal?
So basically, all the skills that are built on the Voice XP platform have this free integration. And so because we offer text messaging and phone calls through our skills, like I could say, Alexa, ask VUX World, send me a case study. Okay, great. I'll send you that case study. What's your mobile phone number that I should send it to? And I give it that phone number, right? So you, VUX World, just got a lead, right? Think of it as a lead. Now, the marketers I've worked with wanted to take that phone number that the customer gave them, and then they don't just want it thrown in an email. They wanted to go into a solution and enhance their CRM and marketing tech, right? So what I did was I basically built it in. So when you say when we do a text message or phone call, that user's phone number that they opted in and gave you shows up as an interaction here in Ping Pilot. I don't have a good screen share, but imagine a little Alexa icon and then their phone number, and it tells you what signal they came in on. So I can then, as the sales agent, follow up with that person, right? I can call them, text them, say, and just say thanks and begin that relationship. So again, this Ping Pilot allows people to connect to the business on the channel of their choice. And if they click, we'll route them to the right agent in the business with our patented algorithms. But I wanted to basically bring in voice as a channel to an omni-channel solution to measure all of the engagement and ROI where possible throughout the entire customer journey. Because maybe they came in on Alexa and then we texted them and then they talked to us over a web chat, came back 2 weeks later on a text message, then called in and then booked a meeting, and then we won the deal. And I can show that every connection and dot there throughout the entire customer journey. I should say I can connect all those dots.
Yeah. No, that's good. That makes perfect sense. So the other question I've got plenty of questions, but I know that we're going to kind of get on for time in that. But so we started this conversation talking about conversational AI and how, one train of thought is that conversational AI could well be the future of customer service as the first point of contact, at least, that you hit when you call or text or whatever a company. Then the other, and you're not by all means, you are definitely not kind of alone when you're saying that the future is more human based. I've had a few responses to that video in particular, and other videos I've done since and before around people believing and saying that they believe that the future of customer service and all that kind of stuff is more human based. And I don't subscribe necessarily to either way. I think the reality is it's probably going to be both. So the question is, like, one of the things around AI is that some companies have lots and lots of contact coming in, like loads of contact coming in, and not enough people to deal with them. And so one of the ways in which it's being used is to try and help kind of like those really simple queries get handled by a bot. So to create capacity within the team to handle these in-person kind of things. And when I look at this, this might just be the way my brain's wired. I think this is absolutely fantastic. Imagine the ability to be able to scale this to millions of interactions every week or every month. If you had an element of conversational AI within it. Is that something you've thought of, or is this purely on principle that this is the fast track to humans, or have you thought about or considered the potential for a conversational AI piece within it at all?
Of course, and like I said at the beginning, I think conversational AI, it can be the right tool for the right job. And if you're short on staff, if you want to enable that customer self-service, great. But I believe that we should also offer up that click to human, because not a lot of people want that stuff, right? I value my time. And and another reason is not everybody has a computer or a smartphone or an internet connection. They can just text. And I share my screen to show you what our customer, the Indiana Department of Workforce Development, AKA the Indiana Unemployment Office, does with our tech, right? We all know what the unemployment office does. A lot of people are out on the dole. And instead of, going to the site and reading up this stuff, we can just click a button and talk to a human. They have 3 people in the unemployment office that I can have a text message, web chat, or just email them. And they added text message because there's so many people who don't have smartphones, who don't have a stable internet connection or computer, but they can text. And they can text anytime, anywhere, and still be accessible. So there's still parts of the population, guys, everywhere across the world who can't engage with AI. It's just not technically possible, but you can't not support them, So again, I think it's all about choosing the right tool for the right job to provide the best customer experience in the right situations. Like I was a Drift user. Was the biggest deal I ever closed on Drift was with one of the biggest Indian integrated system vendors, ISVs out there, and it was $112,000 custom Alexa skill. And that deal came in on Drift. And the reason we won it was because I was on Drift and I had an instant message with that person the second they came in. They did not engage my playbook and my AI. I said, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" We got on a call. Long story short, I asked, why did we win that deal? Why were we lucky enough for you to choose us, Wipro? And they said, well, because you were the fastest to respond. We reached out to 5 vendors. 3 of them got back to us. You were the only one that had instant communication and provided the best support, period. And there's a statistic from the book, The Challenger Sale, that says customer loyalty is 57% of customer loyalty is based on the sales experience. So think of that. If you're not given that good upfront sales experience, you might not be able to renew that customer. And again, the only reason we won that deal was because it was an instant human conversation, not an AI playbook or delay.
That's good.
Again, I'm not trying to knock Drift, other chatbots, AI. It's all about choosing the right tool for the right job, but you have to put the mentality of what's the best customer experience in mind and architect with that thought. It's all about the customer experience, then the technology next.
Yeah, and with sales, that makes perfect sense. I think certainly for sales, I think you might have convinced me. This Ping pilot, is you said you've been in stealth for 6 months. Is this now available? Like, if we were to put this video out, could people go ahead and check it out and all that kind of stuff? And if so, how do they go and do that?
Yeah, go to pingpilot.com, check it out. If you want to sign up, you can go to app.pingpilot.com/sign up, or we haven't put the direct sign up link on the website. We're still coming out of stealth mode, but if you hit up our chat widget and be like, "Yo, what's up?" I will give you a free 30-day coupon to try it. No credit card required, no risk. Like, just have fun. I'll hook you guys up. So yeah, just go to pingpilot.com, and to connect with me, just go to ping.me/Bob. It's that easy. Ping me. I'm Bob.
Do it. Try it out. I might ping you after this just to try it out.
Yeah, man. Let's have fun.
Yeah, nice one. Well, I appreciate that, Bob. I appreciate that entirely. That was really, really good. Thanks very much. It's been